You must have so many t-shirts.
I used to get a dildo.
You got a dildo?
I used to say, can you bring me a dildo or some dildo affiliate? Sometimes I just bring a cucumber or something.
So wait, do you have like a collection of, just like a room full of dildos
Yeah, I
at
got
home?
20. Welcome to episode 12 or 13 of the Frenchy show. We got a big one for you today.
Don't we, mate?
Don't we, mate? For the intro, for the segment one, I've got Justin here, co-hosting.
Great to be back. Great to be back on the show.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It has been a hot minute, yeah. I've missed you.
What have you been doing?
Not much, mate. Just living life, you know.
What have you been eating?
What have I been eating?
You always surprise me with your diet.
I've been living off mostly a diet of mothers, like not actually. Been eating mothers.
Mother boob drink.
And roast pork rolls with crackling. You know, when you're an athlete like me, and we know
roast pork rolls.
and we know I'm an athlete. All right, you've really got to put the right fuel in your body to attain peak performance.
I think the problem with the Olympics was it just made everyone else feel like pieces of shit. Because you'd be on the couch drinking your Big Mother, roast pork just draped over your chest, running down grease.
Yeah. Do you have a camera in my? Because that's scarily accurate.
See some athlete just done 13 Ks and.
I felt like that until a certain someone came out looking like Andrew Simons in 2005.
Who was that?
What was her?
Reagan.
Yeah. And then I thought, well, fuck. Maybe I can achieve the dream too.
Well, we are not going to talk about ray gun anymore.
No, we've
been there, done that. We've got 3 quick things we need to cover before we get to the star of this episode, Emmy from RedHook. First, we want to talk about Justin. I had my Sydney shows last week.
Yeah.
One of the highlights, was talking about cats. Girl in the front row has a cat. I said, what do you call it? First name, Puss Puss. I'm like, seems to be a basic name.
Yeah,
How do you know?
it's a bit, yeah.
I go, does it have a different name? She goes, sometimes I call it Mut Mut.
Oh, okay. That's taken a slightly different turn.
Like pussy, like Mut.
Yeah, no, I
get it?
I understand it. Yeah, it's weird that you would call your cat that, but
would you call like your dog Dick Dick?
I would now, but I would have never considered that beforehand.
Do you think the double makes it sound cuter? Like just calling it Mort is a bit like, oh.
It sounds a little less dirty when you're doubling it up, isn't it? It's still a weird name. Like,
second thing that happened, she had a boyfriend there.
Yeah.
Do you have a pocket pussy?
I do not have a pocket pussy.
Have you ever had one?
No, I've never had one.
Well, they have a shared pocket pussy.
A shared one?
Well, kind of like, it's in the top drawer.
Oh, so it's like,
next to the bed.
Like a couples have vibrators and stuff, they also have a pocket pussy that...
I believe so.
Okay, does she just watch him go at it? Like, how does that work? How do you integrate that into...
She says it's for when she doesn't want to. So I don't know if she has any involvement in it.
Does that mean she just rolls the fuck over and goes to sleep next to Mut Mut while he just goes to fucking town on his pocket pussy?
Pocket pussy's name is Jennifer. How does the pocket pussy have a better name than the cat?
Did you investigate where Jennifer came from? Like, is it an ex?
Has to be an ex.
Is it his mom? Like, is it her mom? Like,
her mom.
I don't know, but
you think she'll notice that? Anyway, come to a Frenchy show. Tickets on sale now.
The Frenchy show.
Second thing we need to talk about. There was a great story in the news. True story.
Right.
This one's for our cousins from across the ditch. New Zealand charity unwittingly hands out pineapple lollies laced with meth.
Okay.
Did you see this story?
I did not see this story.
This is a true story.
This is a story I'd be into.
So it's those little like ones that you wrap up. Like they look like little sherbet ones or whatever. I'll read it for you. Pineapple lollies handed out to families by a charity unknowingly contain potentially lethal amounts of methamphetamine, police say.
I'm not usually into charities unless they're on a stage, but this is a charity that I could be into.
This one's doing it right.
Yeah.
This one's doing it right.
Yeah. Fuck, I need to go to more charitable events then.
Oh.
This is happening. Because it's usually really hard to get drugs and you have to pay a lot of money for them. But if you can just fucking turn up to St. Vincent's and like, fuck yeah, I'm set for the night.
I like the thought that someone's donated meth too. Like, I don't have much else to give, but I've got
you're
some
doing
meth
it.
lollies.
They're doing their part for the community.
There's people less fortunate than me with barely any meth. I'm going to give him my meth.
Whoever this guy is, all right, if you're watching, you're a real fucking Mother Teresa, mate. All right? You are doing Jesus' work for the community. And you should be applauded for this.
Motherfucker, Teresa. Okay, let me read on. The charity Auckland City Mission in New Zealand, which distributed food parcels containing the sweets, raised the alarm when a recipient tried a lolly and it reportedly tasted funny. The lollies were then found to each contain about 300 times the common recreational dose of meth.
Fucking hell.
And they're investigating in what is believed to be a drug smuggling operation gone wrong.
Gone right, it sounds like.
Gone
Gone very right. 300 times.
Kind of genius, because you can bring lollies on the plane.
I'm just thinking, like, I could slice that bad boy up into 300 little pieces and I'm fucking good to go for a while.
300 seems to be the magic number with drugs, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Auckland City Mission said the Rinder brand lollies, which were wrapped in the branded packaging, had been donated by an unknowing member of the public. And then the chief executive, Helen Robertson, said 400 people have been contacted by the charities that sought to determine the extent of the distribution.
Fucking hell.
8 families were affected so far, including a child who immediately spat out the lolly.
Okay, firstly, if it's 8 families but 400 people, there's a lot of fucking... There's a lot of
people not reporting it.
Yeah, but also, like, if there's a lot of fucking interfucking in those families, if only 8 people are divided, that's an average of 50 people per family. Like,
Oh yeah, well, the caravan park just
exactly.
started cooking. I think it's rude that the child spat it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how much
It's
meth costs?
not like a cheese or a wine tasting, like, which I think is bullshit to spit out anyway. Because why?
You spit out the cheese?
No, I don't.
Are you supposed to?
I think you do.
I think you meant just to say wine, didn't you?
No, you do both, don't you?
You spit out the cheese.
I think at tastings, I think you spoke because anyway. Let's move forward. But spitters are quitters when it comes to wine, in my opinion.
A staff member then tried a lolly and agreed they tasted bad and felt funny afterwards.
I'd be that staff member. Like, oh, I better fucking
Each lolly worth about $1,000 each.
wait.
Now that's the golden ticket. That's like Willy Wonka. That should be the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Exactly. Yeah.
Michael and the meth lolly.
Yeah. Let's fucking trademark that now.
Done.
Yep.
Start come back soon, guys.
Yep.
Last thing we need to discuss, Justin, our good friend Lewis Spears.
Yeah. World's tallest comedian.
World's tallest comedian, is on the reality dating show F-Boy Island.
Fuck off.
It is the greatest thing ever. For those listening at home, if you don't know F-Boy Island, 10 are fuckboys, 10 are regular folk, and the 3 lucky ladies have to decide
Which category does he?
I don't know yet because he hasn't been voted out.
Where have they sorted him
They
into?
reveal it when he gets voted out. But he's got braces on the show. It was during his brace era.
During his braces era, all right.
He just got his jaw done, so I think he's going for fuckboy.
All right. I don't. When I think of fuckboys, like 6'11" with braces isn't the first image that I would think of.
I think that was his marketing, was he wanted to be the first fuckboy with braces.
Right. Well, fuck.
But he got...
No one remembers the second, so yeah, he's on the money there.
Yeah, well, it's just interesting that he's on it. I
It's-
don't think they did their research.
We need to know. We need a full deep dive with him on this at some point. Like,
Yeah, we'll get him on the Frenchy show to discuss the F-Boy Island experience.
I want to hear the whole process from the auditioning to the every fucking thing.
They're trying to edit Lewis out.
Trying to edit him out.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, just fucking scrub him.
In 3 episodes, I would say he's had 1.5 lines.
So they're like Vince McMahoning him, just fucking reconning his entire existence on the show. Then what did he do? Like,
He's so tall and white. You can
it-
just spot him in every fucking scene. He's laughing too loud at things. He's
it must have been a fucking nightmare for the fucking cameraman to line up shots when you've got and then he's just fucking like fucking lurch in the background.
lurching. So the best one was they had blindfolds on and each person got like a toy, like feathers or something, and they wanted to do something sexually, like they could rub it along consensually, or like rub Vegemite on them and lick it off, or whatever, chocolate probably.
Yeah.
And so they would mime to the host, and then Abby would be like, he wants to know if he can kiss you on the neck or whatever, or rub the
And they don't know which fuckboy it is?
because they've got their
Yeah,
eyes.
okay, yeah, okay,
so that's
got
why they got to mime it.
Yep.
Because they've got that blindfold on. Lewis goes up to Abby and goes, "Can I suck your toes?" Abby goes, "He wants to know if he can suck your toes." girl's like, no, he can't suck my toes.
He went a little. That's hot out the gate, isn't it? Just going straight to toe sucking.
The end of the episode, Lewis got nominated to be ejected, kicked out.
Yep.
She goes, I think you're just on here to get jokes for your stand-up. And he's like, why do you think that? He's like, well, because you told one of the boys you're on here to get jokes for your stand-up. And then it cuts back to him, Lewis going, I'm just on here to get jokes for my stand-up.
Well, fuck, I think he's got a gold mine there, probably.
Stay tuned, we'll get him on the podcast soon.
Yeah.
Now it's time, I think our main guest is here. Justin, don't go anywhere, because as you know, you've got some segments to do.
I do, yep.
How's the open mic been going? You got some new material for us?
I've got some bangers, let me tell you.
Can't wait. It's the Frenchy Show.
Frenchy!
Kim, I got terrible posture. Am I gonna look alright from the side? Oh, okay, yes.
I've got worse posture.
I blame like my parents putting me in swim squad when I was in my formative years because I've got like, gives you like butterfly. I think I've got like.
I thought that was good for your posture, because your shoulders are too strong.
Dancing is good for your posture. The two most insane swimmers in my year at school both had like full hunchbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you reckon Quasimodo was just a banging
I reckon
swimmer?
he was like a butterfly champion, like Olympic champion.
He was a normal dude,
Yeah.
and then he did too much butterfly.
Too much butterfly.
Turned to the hunchback.
Quasimodo.
Here we are. We've got the best guest yet on the podcast, Emmy Mack. Thank you for coming on. Lead singer of the band RedHook, a band I definitely knew about 3 days ago, but now I've listened to all your tracks. They're incredible. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks, Frenchy.
The
Thank
Frenchy Show.
you for taking the time to listen to the music instead of just phoning it in.
That's all right. I had a whole Uber drive here. Still got all the songs saved. Good film clips too.
Oh, thank you so much.
Speaking of which, how's your Uber drive here?
Dude, I'm still queasy.
So how do you get sick on an Uber drive?
I don't know, man. This guy was fanging around corners. He was chucking U-turns. I've got a real bad track record with, because I don't drive. I'm a filthy pedestrian, so I take Ubers and taxis a lot. And I had to get a taxi to work last night. Just as the guy pulled up in Sydney CBD to like let me out, he starts getting to a row, like the taxi driver with this Uber driver that was next to him, and they're like screaming at each other. And I'm like, can I get out? Like, has my payment gone through? And he's like swearing off his nut at this Uber driver, and I thought they were gonna like beat the shit out of each other.
They still hate each other.
Taxi v Uber, I know, 2024. The feud.
It's like the Montagues and the Capulets.
Yeah, pretty much.
The only way we can fix this beef is that if an Uber driver starts dating a taxi driver.
Yeah, two teenagers.
No, I don't want teenagers. I want 52-year-old men. Sort of.
Boomers.
Yeah.
Like boomer.
That's Boomer, Romeo and Juliet, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, like, but you know, they're at the
yeah.
taxi rank and they're smoking, they're looking over the Uber driver, then one of them's looking at his crush, like, oh, fuck. Fuck that Uber driver. I mean, like, I want to. What do you prefer, taxis or Ubers?
Ubers, 100%.
Yeah. They're slipping.
The rating system, man.
They're slipping, but
You reckon?
I've been doing a bit about it in my show this year. Slipping. From what they
Slipping.
were.
Yeah, you know, you'd go in, they'd have like the water bottles, they'd have the
what
water
I'm
bottles
saying.
ready for
Gum.
you. Some of them would have like mints. I did have one Uber driver once who like had like some home baked like brownies, and that was a bit awkward because I'm like, I don't know you. Like, I'm not gonna just eat, you know, I'm literally like, you know, candy from a stranger,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But he was really insistent, so I took it and then just got out and then threw it out. That was a little bit too far, I think.
So you got to like pretend to eat it and then
Yeah.
spit it out.
And then I had the moral dilemma of like, what star rating do I give this guy? You know what I'm saying? Bit of a weird curveball.
But at least he's trying something.
He's trying, but I didn't know what his intentions
How many
were.
guys cook? Come on.
That's true, but those brownies could have been laced with anything, you know?
Yeah, but
I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't send it to the forensic lab or anything to get it tested.
I like that you were impressed that I looked up your songs, whereas you didn't look up the podcast. You come in going, is this like the show Punked? With Ashton
You're
Kutcher.
fully throwing me under the bus. In my defense, I'm running on fumes today, so I think my brain just time traveled back to the year 2000.
What else are you running on? Because you said you were running on other stuff.
running
Pre
on-
cameras
that's
too.
a
Why are
way-
people so different on camera?
I know. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, wait, you didn't give me the rundown. Like, am I allowed to swear on this podcast?
Yes,
I'm
cunt,
allowed.
please.
Oh, fuck yeah, cunt. All right, I can swear. I can talk about. Well, I got my vape here, and I'm like,
Yes.
I've been, and like, while I've been talking to you, it's like, Emmy. You know, you want some?
Come have a little,
Can I have it
sip,
just
have
a
a little taste.
little sippy.
A little taste.
Fuck, man, I feel like such a degenerate. But look, I just had a really stressful Uber drive.
How many vapes do you go through? That's probably what made you fucking sick.
Maybe.
You were vaping the whole time during
Yeah,
it.
nicotine poisoning. I'm trying to quit. I'm not trying to quit.
You
I'm
go vape-
thinking about trying to
Vape
quit.
a week?
Yeah, a vape a week.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a bad.
But
bad
as
time.
for a rock star, that's cool. Yeah, I got to be doing something.
It's probably really bad. Like as a professional vocalist, it's literally like the worst thing that I could be doing to myself.
You're not a rock star unless you're like shortening your life expectancy
And do you know-
tremendously.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But do you know what the most pathetic thing is about my current vaping addiction? I've never smoked a cigarette in my entire fucking life, ever. And I started doing this when I was on tour. I was going through a breakup and I was sad and everybody else was vaping and someone just gave me a vape and I was like, I won't get addicted. Like I like smoking.
vaping.
Yeah, flash forward 2 weeks and I was just like double fisting like
It's just funny because it's like you're on tour as a rock star. The story we would hear would be like more illicit drugs. Like everyone else is doing fucking coke and acid, so I had to do it. Be like everyone else is vaping. I was like, I gotta try.
I gotta
and
do
there's
it,
like
man.
14-year-olds doing them in class.
My arm is like so rubber. Although I've never
They're
done
fun,
acid.
but-
I've never
Oh,
done acid.
nah, me neither.
I'm scared of I don't trust my brain, man. Yeah.
You shouldn't.
It'd be no, you shouldn't.
Because you never know what it's planning.
I don't know what it's
Because you
planning.
can trust one side. There's the side because it's like twins. You got your good side
Yeah.
and your evil side of your brain. You never
Yeah.
know who's in
Yeah, I've
control.
never
Am I-
done it 40 times. I've done it 39, but just haven't quite got to 40 yet.
Not to 40.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we could. Yeah. Was it,
I mean-
yeah.
I mean,
what
I-
are you doing after this?
My 40th actually trip.
That's
Oh,
it.
Do you wanna-
dude,
yeah,
you
let's
got
go.
room for one more?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Look
Okay.
at that rubber arm. I'm in. Let's go.
I've got to do Triple J like a version tomorrow, but that'll be.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually shitting myself
What
or
song are you
something.
doing?
I can't. Well, this is gonna air before Friday. I'll get in big trouble. I work for the ABC.
Whisper
so I
it to
can't-
me.
I don't think you know it, even if I told you, Frenchy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good
Do you
one.
know-
It's a good one,
Yeah.
guys. It's a good one. You're really judging me right now,
Oh,
thinking I don't know
no.
music. How you have zero idea what sort of music I listen
Dude,
to.
you've made a way better impression on me than I have of you
So,
today.
what genre is it?
The song, well,
Because you're
it's
doing like a
okay,
virgin.
We're doing a pop song.
I love
But-
pop music.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
you? Okay, all right. This wasn't a judgment on you, by the way, because like so many people in my life who have asked me what we're doing, and I've told them, they're like, who? What? And I'm like, it was one of the biggest pop songs of last year.
Oh, interesting. Last year, see,
Narrows it down.
hey, it was one of the biggest pop songs of last year. Let's have a guess, Justin. What do you think?
Um,
Tayo Cruz.
I was thinking some kind of Swiftie bullshit because I'm not up to date with current pop music.
Okay. No, that's cool. No, Taylor Swift's
Shawn
rad.
Mendes. Olivia Rodriguez.
Olivia Rodriguez.
Is that not her name?
I thought you said you were a
Rodrigo.
fan of pop music, man.
Is that not pop? Billie Eilish. She pop?
Yeah, she's pop. It's all
I don't
pop.
listen to anything after like 1988.
Post
so I'm the
Malone.
wrong person, yeah.
1988.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, you're wearing a Megadeth shirt.
Yeah.
Fucking death. Are they your favorite of the big four?
Probably Anthrax, actually, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
Anthrax.
which is probably not.
My
everyone's-
brother.
yeah.
Who are the big four?
Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica, and Slayer are the big four thrash bands of the 80s.
Anthrax.
Yeah.
How come they don't have like the name the other three do? So I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
never heard of
They're
Anthrax?
the little brother of. all
I've
four of
posted
them.
some in a letter to my ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
but like never
I
heard
walked
of the band.
straight into that.
You gotta be careful with that shit.
Yeah, I really like Megadeth. Have you seen that episode of They were on like an episode of. It was like a Daffy. No.
Yes,
Oh my
it was,
fucking god,
it was,
dude.
Yeah, it was like
Duck Dodgers.
Yeah, and fucking
Man.
yeah, and it was just like animated Dave fucking. It was
Yeah,
fucking
it's so
fantastic.
sick. How come that doesn't happen anymore?
I don't know. It's fucking incredible.
It's
Yeah.
really, really good.
Daffy
That's
Duck
actually
fucking playing metal.
That's actually, yeah. Anyway, that's
Daffy
how I
Duck
discovered
played
Megadeth.
Playing
Megadeth.
metal with, up there with Megadeth in an anime. It's like the
It's
most
actually
bizarro
so
world
sick.
thing you'll ever see.
What was that song called?
I think it was Back in the Day or something.
That was back in the day. Watch see. I don't know why I'm putting the Hetfield. Dave Mustaine would hate me for doing that.
This reminded me of Step Brothers. Did we just become best
Do
friends?
you want to do karate in the garage?
They sound good. I'm more into Dua Lipa.
Very similar artists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
like
much aligned.
basically.
Those sounds.
Yeah.
Similar vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes. What concerts have you been to lately?
Lately?
Do you only go to like metal concerts?
No, I don't only go to metal concerts. I'm a bit of a piece of shit because I love live music.
But you just go to your friends' stuff?
No, yeah, well, I love supporting my friends, but like if someone gives me free tickets to something, I'll
That's
I'll
not
go.
a piece of shit. That's smart. That's thrifty.
Well, I mean, like, I'm struggling artists. Like, you got to take the perks where you can.
And you
right?
give out free tickets too, so it's like a
Yeah.
symbiosis
Oh, yeah. It's the economy of Dories. It's the economy of Dories,
from Nemo.
Like
Dory.
finding Dory.
Is that what you mean?
No, it's a...
No, that wasn't even a joke.
Okay. Oh,
What's the economy of Dories?
The economy of Dory. It's like when you do like a comedy show.
Yeah.
Do your mates hit you up and they're like, "Oh, Frenchy, can I have a Dory?"
Oh, door ticket. Okay,
Like door
Dory.
tickets.
Yeah, no, I've never had it called that.
How did you
I
just
swear.
become so
I
much more
swear.
cultured than me?
I swear, I've never had it called that.
You've never had it called a Dory? Where
Nah,
are
I
you
like
from?
it. I like it.
Yeah, Dories. So
Well,
it's like,
I'm from
like,
Wollongong.
oh, you're from the Gong.
You're from Toukley?
How did you know I was from Toukley?
Producer is doing his work.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy
What else do you know
Toukley?
about me?
Well, because it's like a podcast, so I need to know like things.
I don't know if I've ever publicly said that. You're
Oh,
freaking
it's on
me
the
out
internet.
now.
It's on the internet. Like
sake.
Nardbar.
Oh, that's scary. Anyway,
I should have said Central Coast, and
Yeah,
people
Central
can pick what
Coast. Narrow
classy
it
area
down.
they're from. I've done Toukley shows before.
What, at the Beachy? RSL.
I did. I think it was the RSL. The beach cream is where people got stabbed, eh?
Yeah, dude, totally, yeah. It
same
was like consistently one of the most violent venues in New South Wales for like many years. The Beachcomber, it was the first venue I went to when I turned 18. I was politely asked to leave more than once.
18-year-olds cannot drink.
Yeah, no, I was one of those. And then I went through this phase of thinking that I could drink as much as I wanted to without. I was like, I haven't vomited from alcohol in like 2 years. I'm invincible. Plot twist, I was not invincible. No.
You're a plot twist. Good to know. What were you drinking back then? Was it the cruisers?
Oh, I don't want to admit this. It was like, I would have been
Goon.
at uni. It was Goon, man.
Goon's great.
Fruity Lexia. Dude, 4 litres for
Fruity
like
Lexia
12
makes
bucks.
you sexier.
You
should write a
know?
song about that.
Yeah.
You should actually.
We do have a
I
song
get a
about
publishing split of that, by the way.
Goon.
'cause
We
just-
already have a song about Goon, so you do not
do you? Okay,
retroactively
there we
get a
go.
split
Well,
for an
Yeah,
existing song that's out.
Retroactive.
If this was an episode of Punk'd, that would actually be a really good plot. Is I just show all my band's own music and don't let her talk at all. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, because I got this one made
I
it back
get-
in 2015.
I'd get myself in much less trouble if we did that, to be honest. I
But
could just sit
just-
here and drink and vape and you can just show me tunes. That actually sounds like a good time to
Because
me.
it starts with Goon. Goon.
Some people say that Goon is just a cheap
Box of wine.
Oh, it's like a love song to Goon.
It's a box
You get it. You get
That's
it.
beautiful.
You get it. You get it.
I love it. I'm sorry that I haven't. I'm going to listen to a
Oh,
lot
I
of
do
good
not
music
mind
after
at all.
this.
There's so much creative things down the world. I never get upset if people have or haven't listened to anything
dude,
I've
I
ever done.
listened to
Do you know what I
your
mean?
new one. What is it?
The one,
I was literally
the one that
listening-
Henry's in?
Yeah, the one that Henry's in. my baby started OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Henry
We
connection?
can absolutely talk about the Henry connection. He literally asked me when I told him I was doing this podcast. He was like, "Are you going to talk about me?" And I was like,
Ego.
Narcissist.
Henry, wow. So your ex was in the OnlyFans film clip?
"Yeah."
How long did you date for?
Well, we were together for like a year and a half, but we've been best friends. We were like that cliche, like best friends that like cross the line and then.
You have to
we're
try
doing
it though.
alright.
You have to try it because
Yeah.
you're both there. You like each other. You both got the like.
you know,
You got the right part.
urge.
You got, yeah, you got
Yeah, they fit in.
at some
like Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
some point it's fun to try, and like especially in the music world, you're both musicians.
That's true. That's
Did
true.
you ever play in the same band?
So he's a drummer, but he came and toured Europe with my band, like playing saxophone, and would I literally would just like, it would have been such a good trip for him because all he had to do was come out for one song with his shirt off and just rip a sax solo and then boot, and that was it.
That's awesome. How he's
Yeah.
like kind of shy. He's like, I don't know if I should take my shirt off. Then he's been doing it all over Europe. Fuck is he talking about? How was when was the Europe tour?
That Europe tour that he came on was 2 years ago.
And then did you have one more recently?
Our last one was last year, and then we're going back again in like a month.
All Europe or just UK, or like where's your
so-
most fans, or do you sort of support
Yeah, so we've got, I think a lot of our fans are kind of UK, Germany sort of vibes, because we did, that year we did like Rock am Ring and Rock im Park, which were like, that's a festival I never ever thought that I'd get to play.
good time slot?
Well, we opened, but like they told us that we set a record for like the most people
For
at
the
like
first.
that stage for an
That's
opening band.
sick.
It was nuts, man. And like European fans are just so sick. They just get into it. I feel like in Australia, I don't know if you get this with comedy, but like in Australia, a lot of the time, like if people don't know you or if you're like an opening band or something, like there's a lot of this, like they'll sort of stand up the back and just kind of
Definitely.
like sort of size you up, and they don't know. You got to work really hard to win them over. European fans, they're straight away they're into it. They don't care. They're not judging. They're like, unless you do something to like, you know, upset them
Yeah.
or something, they're into it.
I could not agree more. They're just there to
Yeah.
have a good
They're just
time,
having a
whereas
good time.
Australian fans are generally there to see one band.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, impress me. They do that with
Yeah.
comedy. Even my fans who've seen me, like, still like, impress me. Oh yeah, he's still kind of funny. What I thought
Yeah,
when I bought
alright.
the ticket. Okay, I'm gonna have a good show. Gonna enjoy it. But also
Silly.
something
Why
different.
the attitude, Australia? Chill.
It's
Just
also
have a good time.
different energy because I don't know. I feel like overseas they're more grateful you're there because they know you've come a long way.
Totally.
They can't see you every year.
We're very geographically cucked in Australia.
Geographically
Mm.
cut.
Phrase before, I love it.
I mean, no, we are. It's so. The geography makes it so hard.
Geographically cucked. All right, add that to
Geographically
my-
cucked, yeah.
Adding that to my daily.
Oh,
program.
yeah.
You're welcome.
No, definitely. So was that your favourite show in the last tour, or did you have some Wild England shows?
We played Download Festival last year for I think it was like the 20th anniversary. That was pretty wild.
How good.
Yeah, it was really fun. Festivals are my favorite, especially European festivals, because the catering is just like off chops.
Just like free vapes.
Sadly, not actually.
Free Ritalin.
European vapes are actually
Free
pretty
Ritalin.
dog garbage, to be honest. Half of them half of them don't work.
Not human
I should have.
garbage.
I've decided. You know
Dog
what?
garbage.
Dog garbage. But like, that's what I'm going to do, because we're going back to Europe and UK in October this year.
Oh, sick. What
And
date?
what date?
I'm going to be over there.
Oh, are you? Oh my god! It's like late October.
I think I leave on like I'm there to like the 16th or
Oh
something.
man, we could have got breakfast at Spoons.
I don't know what Spoons is.
You know what Spoons is? In the UK, they're everywhere. Spoons, like they're really like cheap, like the cheapest.
I go to
like,
Greg's.
Filthy. Yeah, Greg's is good too. Spoons is different. It's like a pub. They're all these different pubs. They have different names, but
I
they
go, yeah, I
have.
go,
It's
yeah.
just real cheap. Last time we were there, like we posted that we were there, and then like fans like sent us around a drinks. Like they can just order it for you. It was really nice. It was
What?
really cute. Yeah.
That's
You just go
dope.
there and be like, hey, who wants to buy me dinner
And then
tonight?
you just share a link or something?
Yeah.
That's
You
a
just share-
possibility?
It's a
Who
possibility,
wants to shout me a
man.
line tonight?
I'm telling you, I'm thrifty.
Can they like chip in for an
Doris,
8-ball and stuff?
Weatherspoons.
We're looking
Can they chip
for an 8-ball. Everyone chip in, and then you
Oh,
like
man.
send them a little video. This line's thanks to Mick. Cheers, brother. Sick,
You can up, man. You can afford a
yeah,
UK
but you can afford drinks, but it's still fun,
It's
like
still
getting
fun.
it chipped in.
The Frenchy Show.
What's your rider like?
It's pretty chill. We don't have anything crazy on it. Although we have this. Oh, this is not going to sound funny when I explain it. There's
But okay, can you tell me the exact rider?
Okay,
I'll
sorry.
tell you
but,
mine.
like-
it's nothing to be
Oh
ashamed
yeah,
of.
all right. Let's compare riders.
Okay,
Let's do
so-
that. Let's like
so
whip our
most-
riders out
In the whip our riders
and compare the sizes.
I would love to get a ridiculous rider, but
Yeah.
you don't really get riders in the comedy world.
Oh really?
Because if you put on a rider, apart from if you're playing like a music place, you just got to pay for it anyway.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, and they'll charge you
Hate
more
that.
because it's like theatre beers and theatre prices or whatever.
Oh, that sucks.
So like, I got we got meals on the rider.
Okay.
I get one souvenir or T-shirt local.
Is that yours? Like you put that on there?
Well, I forgot it was on there, but the booking put it
You
back
must
on
have
there.
so many t-shirts.
I used to get a dildo.
You got a dildo.
I used to say, can you bring me a dildo or some dildo affiliate? Sometimes I just bring a cucumber or something.
So wait, do you have like a collection of just like a room full of dildos?
Yeah, I
at
got
home?
20.
You got 20.
But they
okay.
kept them all in a bag,
use
but then they
them?
started sticking together.
Sorry, that's probably too
Have you ever
invasive.
seen a dildo get heated up, like in the sun? They like stick together. It's fucking mental. It's true.
I have never seen a dildo.
They
heat
like
up in
they
the
get
sun.
get stick together like runs. It's weird.
I remember when
Really?
you bought your first, and whatever happened to that one?
I think you should complain because I think they're giving you cheap dildos on your rider, and I think that you're
Beggars.
like you're in.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh man. Like, give
Dildos for
yourself
your like
some
tattoos.
credit.
You know when you get one and then you get obsessed and you have to keep getting them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you're nervous
gotta
about your
catch
first
them all.
one.
Gotta catch
It's-
them
it's-
all.
yeah,
all
they'll
the
like
dildos.
Pokemon for him, and he would just
Yeah.
play. It just
I
spirals.
haven't got a dildo
Yeah.
in a while, but
But you get the itch now. You're talking about it, like.
and then we've got
Get the dildo itch.
Yeah.
You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, he's just thinking, oh, fuck, it's been a while. Fuck, I can treat
Well, you
myself.
want something like achievable for like comedic writers? Then we have like 6 or 8 beers or something.
Yeah.
And then waters.
Water. You gotta have waters.
And then we used to have, because Tom used to always tour with me, we used to say, please do a hand-drawn picture of Frenchy and Tom.
Oh my god,
was
that's
sick.
amazing.
You should get that one on.
That's really cool.
Hand-drawn picture of the band
Hand-drawn
or something.
picture. Yeah. Yeah, we should add like a few more like kind of like those like slightly like things on the rider that make people think like, are they crazy? Should I fear this
Yeah.
person?
Fun stuff you can post to, like, oh, look what we got, that's funny. Like
Yeah.
the picture. So do you have beers on yours or not? Just vapes?
Yeah, I got like a bottle of vodka, Red Bulls. Our drummer Alex is vegan, so he like likes a lot of like vegan-y snacks. I'm just happy with the vodka Red Bulls mainly.
Yeah.
But the one sort of like weird item that we have, there's like this running joke. So the same tour that I was talking to you about where I got hooked on vapes. So my bassist Ned is like quite shy. He really doesn't like being the center of attention.
Shout out Ned, you're the man.
Shout out Ned.
Oh, damn, I made
Yeah,
him the center of
Ned.
attention. I
DM
fucked
Ned.
up.
Just let him know how you feel. But so we started doing this running joke every night on tour that we would tell the crowd that it was his birthday, so that everyone would stop and like cheer for him, and then all night people would come up to him and say happy birthday. It was pretty funny.
That's
and,
funny. It's bands.
So we had this joke item on our rider that was like one birthday cake for Ned, because the joke is it's his birthday every day,
yeah.
except and then it was his actual birthday, and we were all just like, should we just like ignore Ned today? Just like not he's had enough birthday wishes this year, but no one had ever fulfilled that rider request, because they kind of pick and choose. Like you say what you want, and then they'll be like, this, depending on the venue, you might get none of it, and you just get like a 6-pack of like, I don't know, BB.
That's interesting. I feel like there's levels to it. Like certain bands was like if they didn't get their full rider, they'd be like,
Oh, you go full Axl Rose. Wait, do you know who
Yeah.
Axl Rose is?
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses. Well done.
What the fuck do you take me for?
We didn't know Anthrax.
I got
man.
a
I don't
mullet.
want to
I
assume
still know
anything.
Guns N' Roses.
All right, you've been dropping like Dua Lipa in here. Like, I mean, Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Like
I know. They sing Back in Black, Highway to Hell,
Didn't he have
Thunderstruck.
very-
Oh, you're hurting me.
Was Axl Rose one of the Eminem's requests where it like had to be certain
Dude,
colours?
I think that was
We're
Axl. I
on a
remember.
welcome
I think
to
there's
the jungle. Something like that.
Fucking nailed it. That's exactly it.
That was great, man. You should really.
So
you should
what were
really
you saying was
cover
on
that.
his rider?
I think he
Yeah.
has like he requests something like brown M&Ms or something, and it has to only be all
there's a famous video of like James Hetfield from Metallica like stealing like the Guns N' Roses rider and just like reading it. He's like, I remember there was one. He said something about like the cheese cubes, because it's like cheese. They've got to be in cubes that are like this specific size.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he says something like, see, they gotta be so small to fit down his tiny little neck. It was very. We're talking about beef before.
Yeah.
That was some classic beef.
Yeah, so Gunners didn't like Metallica.
Metallica opened for him, and I think Metallica just.
I think they just blew them off the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of
and they
vibes.
just couldn't deal with
Yeah,
that
I wouldn't
shit.
want to play after that.
Yeah.
But who's still going? Gunners are still going, aren't they?
Metallica are still going.
They're
Are they?
Yeah, they're still chugging
Man,
along.
like 40 years.
Little
or
Lars
something.
with his skullet.
What's with
playing
these-
out of time as per usual.
What's with these old cunts still being able to tour at the age of 70?
Man, I'm just like impressed that like a band, because being in a band is like probably the single most complicated relationship that you can have with another group of humans. So any band that's been together for more than, those motherfuckers have been together for. I mean, Guns N' Roses were apart for a long
We
time.
saw it unravel in that because they had a whole documentary, Some Kind of Monster,
Some Kind of
where
Monster.
they went through like half a breakup and they all went through therapy.
Man.
So it was like, that was their midlife crisis.
I just want to give Kirk Hammett a hug so
Yeah.
bad in that documentary.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together for?
5 years.
Oh, that's a long time. And you guys
Yeah,
from the
good
same
innings.
area, or had you
nope.
how did RedHook become a band?
You're asking me that question. Well,
30 minutes in,
how
because I'm
far
a
back?
professional. It's
How
too
far back do you want to go?
whatever's far back that it's still interesting.
Well, okay. So RedHook, I'll try and breeze through it. All right, RedHook kind of formed from the ashes of this old, like really cheesy 80s inspired metal band that I was in. And so like we went through this phase, like we went through like so many members in like this interim, like 20 different members. And I was just like, man, I want to quit. Like,
But you were always in the original one.
yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, but we had this guitarist who was like a mad shredder, and we played like hell, like 80s metal, very Metallica, Guns N' Roses inspired. I wanted to be Axl Rose. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, and then it was just kind of like this. I feel this can sound so lame. I feel like it's kind of like this weird like yellow brick quest where like I just first of all I met Craig. He didn't get into the band straight away, and I think still harbors resentment for that because the other guys that I was in the band with at the time like wanted this other guy, and then we came crawling back to Craig. He joined, everyone else left, and then it was just literally me and Craig, and we hadn't released a single song, and we had all this music, and we were like, fuck it, you know what? All these members, like we've had all this trouble, like let's just like release this music together as a two-piece, and we'll just get mates to fill in when we play live. And we released some music, and then the band just went whoosh straight away, and we were like, fuck, all right, we need some members. And then we found Alex, our drummer, on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like just posting drum
like on
covers
eBay or something.
Yeah, on eBay.
You bid for a
man.
drummer.
Someone was trying to get rid of him. You
On
know.
Fiverr. And you just pick him off that.
Yeah, right next to like in the dildo section.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I
he
don't
loves
remember
dildos.
seeing him there, but okay.
He bought a butt plug when we were on tour.
Oh,
in Europe.
nice. That's fun.
Yeah, just I don't think he. Oh, I don't. I
Wait,
don't
he's the
wanna know
drummer,
if he
did you
used
say?
it. Yeah, he's the drummer.
Oh, if anyone needs a butt plug, he's just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself
Yeah, entertained.
entertained somehow. Yeah, you know.
And then the
no
other one
judgment.
you found on the internet?
No, I think.
But like how on the internet? Like,
Well, Alex, we found him on the internet because he posted all these drum covers, and it would be like him, like I think he was like on a pontoon or like on a mountain, and then just like I don't know how the fuck he got his kit there, and was just like just filmed himself like just doing these drum covers like in these elaborate settings,
dope.
and we were like, that's pretty
On
cool.
a mountain. My kid doesn't leave my living room. How
That's-
the fuck do you get
Yeah.
on a
I don't
mountain?
know, man. I actually have never asked him because, like, yeah, I don't know. The logistics of that is stressful, but I thought it was very majestic. you know?
majestic, yeah, 100%. You said you had a lot of music before you released it. Do you think that's a common mistake a lot of musicians make? Is that they just try so long to make everything perfect, they never release any music?
I don't know. I guess it depends how good the music is.
Did you blow up through Triple J like Unearthed or something?
Yeah, it was. So it was really weird. So we dropped our first single got a bit of support on Triple J and Unearthed, and then I don't know, when we dropped our second single, it was weird. It was just like this moment of everything just kind of like exploded, and all of a sudden we had record labels in our DMs. We had like booking agents sliding into our DMs. I felt like there was like a few months where like because we were in like doing all these Zooms with the people in different time zones, trying to like pick people for it was like this weird feeding frenzy. We were like, what the fuck is going
Really
on?
new
Like,
hot
why?
thing.
Oh my God, I know,
Really
it doesn't
new hot
last.
thing.
But
what record label did you go with?
we stayed independent.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you, record labels. We don't need your
Fuck
fucking
you,
corporate.
except we just signed to
money.
one. But
Okay,
they're
apart from that
right.
one.
But they're right. They're an indie label with like a really sick, strong
What are they called?
ethos. They're called Adventure Cat Records.
Adventure Cat.
Adventure Cat, which I think is a pretty cool
Yeah, cool
name.
name.
That's why I signed to them, just like based on the name only. I thought,
Meow.
yeah, you get it, cats.
Adventure Mode. That's a callback to our intro.
Adventure Mort.
Oh.
That's a callback, yeah.
I didn't see the
You weren't
intro,
there,
so
but yeah,
that just
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
Well, why'd you sign in then? Done with the independent life?
Um,
I'm still
just,
independent. I'm still cool.
oh yeah, you're still cool.
Heaps of options
well, we're
too.
Still,
They're
we're
all
s-
in my DMs. Like,
Oh yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
oh yeah,
Can
and
you
you're
sign?
like, fuck you.
Love the song Goon that everyone's heard.
Yeah, that everyone. Yeah, I mean, I love. That's my personal favorite of yours, actually.
Yeah.
Of all the songs I've heard.
How does it go?
Good.
That's the one. No, she knew it.
So you
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
you wanted to be Axl Rose. Can you do it as Axl Rose? Go.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I haven't
Yeah,
had
if
enough
Guns
wine
N'
to that.
Roses did a
He'd
song
be
about
like,
Goon,
Yeah.
okay, if Guns N' Roses did a song about Goon, what would it sound like?
Welcome to the Goon Sack!
Welcome to the Goon Sack.
That was so horrendous.
That was great.
I'm so
exactly
sorry.
what we were looking for.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm getting
No one
fired
can
from
do
everything.
Axl Rose though, so
Nah,
don't worry.
They can't. No, it's
Yeah.
true. Anyway, what were we talking about before? That.
The Frenchy Show.
It's still a thing, like so many artists like get hung up on this idea of signing to a label, like it means, and even when we announced this, like, you know, so many people like the signing, so many people were just like, oh, like that's huge, you've signed to a label. But it's like, you don't, I don't know, I don't, a lot of
Doesn't-
bands, it's a mistake for a lot of bands because
Yeah.
they'll be so desperate just to have that.
If
to be
you're not
signed to
that
that
label's
label.
priority, it doesn't mean nothing because you're
Dude,
just
yeah, you can,
you're
like,
just a number to them, and then they're going to
Yeah.
focus on whoever immediately makes them money. So if your first thing doesn't go well, they're like, oh well.
They'll be like, not a priority,
I don't care.
in the bin. They
What
didn't
was the
give-
signing bonus?
The
Do they
signing
give you signing
bonus?
bonuses, or they give you like? Do
They
they give
give
you
us
money
a-
to make an album? Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
which is, but because we'd already made the album, it's kind of like, am I allowed to talk about this? I don't care. I'm sure it's fine. I didn't sign an NDA or
Don't
anything.
talk about it because I'm not cutting anything.
Yeah, well, because we funded, we've always been completely self-funded.
Yeah.
And we funded the album ourselves. Like the album was done, got an advance, which was a very nice advance. And, but because we've already paid for it ourselves, it's just kind of like we can use
Just
it for
free
other
money.
stuff.
My buddy got like he's in the music world, and sometimes he gets good money to produce an album or a project, and sometimes he said he got like $5,000 and they own all his songs. I'm like, I don't think that's enough, bro.
Oh, dude.
Do you
no.
think that's enough? We told him that.
Fuck no.
I told him that. He's like,
$5,000?
I told him that.
Brother, we like make more than that, like in a
So is this
in like a week from like well maybe like Australian.
is this the latest EP, Pyromaniac? Is that,
Oh,
or is
it
this a
comes up as
different
an
one?
EP on Spotify, but
But this is an album.
we're not officially announcing it yet. But like everyone's just like assumed. Let's go. We're announcing.
Well, there's 5
We're
songs,
announcing it
so-
officially on Fridays.
5 songs so far.
5 songs
out
so far.
Under an EP called Pyromaniac.
Yeah.
That's public knowledge. This is not
That's
me
public,
dropping
no,
nothing.
that's public knowledge.
This
Yep.
is not me
the
dropping nothing.
Pyromaniac EP.
Good. Could I have some questions about this?
Okay.
This. How come when you sing you want to eat someone like a cannibal, you get 300,000 streams, but when I tell people the exact same thing, the police get called?
It's probably because you've got a mullet. Yeah.
It does sound like
Yeah.
it's rude to people with mullets.
Yeah, maybe.
Justin, come in for a segment.
Oh, okay, yep.
Oh, Justin's tagging in.
This is the segment of Punked.
This is the punks.
Yeah.
This
No.
is what's
Where am I
okay.
tagging? What do you want?
Come in the
All right,
middle.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Justin,
Which segment is this
as a
one?
big fan of the Frenchy show, you'll know.
As
Justin's
a huge,
a
yeah,
regular.
avid.
We'll start
Alright.
with, let's start with the stand-up one. He's an aspiring stand-up. He's always
Why is he
trying.
sitting down? though?
You want to see him perform it on
do you want me to
stage?
do it on stage?
I think he should. I mean, like, it'll just help me.
So he always tries new jokes
Yeah.
in front of our guests to get
Okay.
like honest reactions.
Yeah.
Go on stage then.
All right,
Get
yeah,
on
yeah,
stage.
yeah. Let's go,
Justin.
mate. Yep.
Let me-
Are you gonna heckle him just to?
No, let him cook. I'm gonna let
Okay.
him cook.
Um,
Come stand at the front here.
Okay, yeah,
let's
yeah.
bring the jokes up. Sorry.
That's all right.
Um,
Do you do this when you have you been on stage or you?
I have been on stage. Yes.
Okay, all
I
right.
went
Do you go up with your notes?
I do. All right. It's my thing. I'm workshopping. All right. I'm
He's a
workshopping.
character. He's a character comic.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I've been working on some jokes. You know.
Okay.
How come when people are having sex, they scream "God yeah," but they never scream "Buddha yeah"? Or L. Ron Hubbard, or Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah.
So Machine Gun Kelly's your god.
Yeah, so that's,
Is that what you're saying? Okay,
Yeah.
yep, go, yeah.
Okay.
If God didn't want us to fuck chickens, then why did he make them so easy to catch?
Oh my God. Okay.
Is Jack and the Beanstalk a metaphor for the war in Iraq? Think about it. Think about it.
Is there a golden goose in it?
I don't know.
I can't track that, man.
Ray gun.
He's very hit and miss.
Okay.
Ray gun. That's the joke. That's the joke.
Ah, yeah.
The joke is, yeah.
More like retarded middle-aged woman.
Oh,
Am I right? Huh?
okay.
Where do you work again?
Where's the?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Okay, is this a call? This is going to be a call back to the
To escape the horny man with the
Okay.
net.
I mean, look, man, that was. I mean,
So
look,
fuck it.
Time, this is
yeah,
so
that was.
good.
I mean, that was just predictable.
Oh, there's a reason he's not allowed on the stage.
It's okay.
That's the reason he's not allowed on the stage.
So it's all right.
So
I think you. I think.
So I get jealous of gymnasts
Okay.
for being able to suck their own feet.
Okay. Did you say feet?
That's so much. That's so much to take in.
Quite a
People
setup,
say it's revolting. Pun. Pun.
mate. Which part's the pun?
Bolt.
Oh, got ya.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit complex for you, but
Oh, he makes me laugh though.
so I like my coffee. How I like my women.
Yep.
Beanie with a dash of chicken.
You didn't see that call back, but you didn't see that one. We got her.
I think, man. I think we need to have a serious chat about this chicken bit.
Let's just move past it, please.
Okay.
All right.
You're saying move past it, but I just
I-
have this
I-
feeling
I
like
thought this-
that it's gonna boomerang back.
I thought this was a safe space where
It's a safe space,
didn't
man.
kink shame. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Why hasn't Machine Gun Kelly?
is bestiality kink shaming?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't.
I think it's illegal. I think.
Why hasn't Machine Gun Kelly
Okay.
ever won a Grammy? Because that shit's rigged. Shout out to Colson the Goat. Shout out, mate.
You know his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on first name
Okay.
basis.
Oh, that's good.
Tom Brady didn't invite me to roast his roast, which was sad. But his wife invited me to a different kind of roast.
Oh, okay.
Spit roast,
Okay, we
very
got
nice.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay here until you.
Oh, I think we peaked with the. Okay, go.
Yeah.
That's good. Got me.
Yeah. Knock knock. Who's there?
Not again.
A man looking for a chicken to fuck.
I knew it.
Knew it was coming.
Look, man,
Come have a seat now.
I
Come have a seat. Debrief.
Okay. How do you?
So this is
How do you think you went? First of all.
Great question.
Yeah.
Look, I think the material was fire. There's no question about that.
Okay.
Delivery, I got myself a 7.5 out of 10. So
Okay.
yeah, but
All right. So
well, yeah,
So solid 8 to 9 out of 10.
yeah.
that's
yeah.
a high.
Could have used more
distinction.
chicken jokes, I thought.
Yeah. all
Yeah,
right,
you
I'll-
could have gone. I think it was
You know
too
what?
mid. I think you needed to either.
Do you watch
I think you either
Kill
need to-
Tony at all?
Sorry, I'm just putting in my notes.
No.
More
More
chicken
jokes.
jokes.
I think you're walking the line. You're playing it too safe. I think you either need to just ditch the chicken jokes or you need to go harder.
Right,
At
harder-
the chicken. At
right.
the chicken fucking.
Harder on the cock. All right, cool.
Harder on the.
Okay,
Yeah.
now we'll go straight into our second segment.
Okay.
Justin's one of my single friends. He's always
yeah.
got an unlucky in love story.
Okay.
Before we
Yeah.
get into yours, are you single or dating at the moment?
It's complicated.
That sounds like open relationship
seeing,
business. Right?
seeing something. Someone. sorry.
Something. I don't know. They can identify. You can identify as whatever you want to be. So
Is it hard dating as a touring artist? Being a superstar?
Oh, I don't know.
When you're not seeing someone, are you on the apps?
I've never been on a dating app in my life.
Not even in Germany after the festival, you're like, oh,
Nah,
let's
brother.
swipe on Hinge a little bit.
I don't know how you do it. Apps sounds so stressful. I don't know. I've never been on one. I don't know what it's like, but it sounds scary.
they're a wild ride.
I think it's stress.
I've got my hands full enough with like the real world. You know what I'm saying?
and would especially with like the metal scene, the ratio would be like mostly men, would it? So you
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
much just a meat market. It's a meat market for you.
meat market.
It's a
think that-
meat
Is
market.
it- I don't need to ask for dildos on my ride in bed. They're
They're
just like-
there.
I can't believe I just said that.
They're opening up. They're They're everywhere.
I don't think
What
that-
is
At least they're not fucking chickens.
What
man.
is the ratio like in the metal scene? If you're
Oh,
like
dude, it is a sausage party as. Like, it is, like, I mean, it's still pretty dude dominated. Like, it's getting better.
It
It's
doesn't
getting
sound like
better.
a bad thing. Like, you've got the pick of the litter based on that.
yeah, but still, there's too many dudes. At some point, it's too much.
Too much.
Too much.
I've never had that
Too
problem.
much sausage.
You've
never-
never
I've
had
had
that problem.
too much.
You've been to a barbecue, bro.
I have been.
You don't only eat sausage, do you? You have coleslaw, you have salad, you have bread.
Bit of
I'm not
variety.
a coleslaw
Variety.
guy, but
I'm not a coleslaw guy either.
I like
or a
potatoes.
coleslaw girl.
Don't win. Yeah, you don't
Those
win
are
friends with
best
salad.
friends, yeah.
Aren't
Those
we?
are
Yeah.
best friends. Both don't like coleslaw.
I
both
know,
like
Megadeth.
Exactly.
Anthrax.
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
I think I need to ideologically disagree with you on the chicken fucking. That's where I draw the line. But I don't.
But
know.
can you agree with
Is it a
him
deal breaker?
that?
Sure.
Can you agree with him that when it's what do I say this? Not material, but like when it's art, it might not necessarily mean that. It might be a metaphor for something else.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so what is
Like, what,
actually, no, I
like,
wouldn't
what do
know
the
that.
lyrics
Like, what?
actually represent? If it was a
Yeah.
song, you wouldn't actually think he's fucking chickens. You would think, oh, it's
Totally.
something
But
else.
it's
He's
all
getting
about-
the chicken is the label, and he's fucking them because they fucked him before. Or
Totally,
something
yeah.
Like that.
That was really ignorant of me. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, there's levels to his comedy. There's levels to it.
there's
More
levels.
than one level. There's
So
multiple.
what so in your mind, like, so the chicken fucking, like, what does that represent? Like, what does that symbolize?
Oh.
If we are just getting down to the crux, to the throbbing crux of the joke.
It's a good question that I really don't have an answer for right now.
You should have just said what I said, the fucking label thing.
Yeah, what he said. What
I gave you a fucking
gave me an out. and I
layup,
didn't-
bro.
Yeah.
I gave you a
Honestly,
layup and you dribbled back and then
because
threw it out for a
really
high
good.
shot.
I think if I can get deep with you for a second.
Yeah.
Please do.
I think in a way we're all the chicken, you know.
The Frenchy Show.
So look, my dating life has been a bit hit and miss, mostly miss, like Ben Simmons at the 3-0 line. So,
Okay, nice.
Sports joke.
a sports joke. So yeah, so I matched with this girl, right? And so on her profile, she had her age listed as 38. Now it turns out that was like a small white lie.
Oh,
And by a small
catfish.
white lie, I mean by like 30 years.
Oh my,
What?
like
Yeah.
younger or
No.
older?
Oh, older, yes.
Oh,
so
okay. So I was going to
so
say
she-
that's an impressive feat
well,
for
she
an
has
8-year-old.
Junk.
yeah.
He didn't specify. It's these things. These are important facts, Frenchy. Man, you got it.
That went over my head until you. 8-year-old, huh?
So I just clarify. I don't want to look after the punk thing. I don't. I
No,
don't
you're
jump
good.
to
You're
any
good. You got to. You got to
conclusions,
cover
alright?
all
Okay,
your
alright.
bases.
Anyway,
okay,
I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry.
wait,
You're
30
trying to tell
plus
this traumatic
38 years
story.
old. How'd
Alright.
you find out? So how'd you find out she was 68?
Well, it was pretty apparent once I saw her in person.
Oh, you met up with her.
Yeah, I met
Oh,
up
you
with
met
her.
up with her. So this, and how do you? Okay.
So,
So walk
well-
us through this situation, like how that unfolds.
Okay, so turns out she used her daughter's photos on the app.
I think I heard a true crime podcast about this.
Yeah, that's dope.
So yeah, she's used her daughter's photos, right? And I'm like, I try to be open-minded. Like they say, you know, age.
There was
is
a parrot when she
Just a
walked in.
number.
like-
age is just a number. You know, a hip replacement is only a surgery. So, you know, so I thought, all right, let's just see where this leads. And so,
Okay.
you know, we
Well,
have
I'm
a couple
proud-
of
I'm proud of you for
we
that,
have a
man.
couple of drinks. And we're trying to bond about, you know, like big moments in her life. Like, you know, like for me, you know, when I got up on September 11 and Cheese TV wasn't on in the Two Towers had fallen down, or her when she woke up and heard on the wireless that the Korean War ended. So you know, we're bonding over that. And then we get up and we try to have a slow dance, but like you've never seen a slower dance because firstly it took her 5 minutes to
Wait,
get
so
to
you
the
were
foot.
still like thinking I'm going to try hook up this
I'm
woman?
just being open-minded, all right?
You're not ageist.
I'm
I
ready-
respect that. I respect
yeah,
that.
exactly. Are you ageist? Because you're coming off a little ageist.
And you kind of knew it would be a story too. Is
Yeah.
that kind of?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
were you just so horny
Yeah.
that you were just like,
Yeah, lean.
I
It's
mean,
been
I've
a lean.
come this
lean
far.
few years.
I've
I've
come
come
this
this
far.
far. Sometimes you get like that.
Sometimes you do. Like,
Yeah.
like when you haven't eaten for a while, it's like a stale sayo is pretty appetizing.
Good
isn't it?
metaphor.
So,
Good metaphor. Dry like a say.
exactly. Like, yeah. So anyway, we get up and we try and have a slow dance, and look, let me tell you, like it was a battle. It was a battle getting that done. So look, Gloria, if you're watching this, had a lovely time with you, but like I kind of draw the line at retirement age. You got to be under 60. So
Well, they can still be president, so you might as well.
Well, if they're president, that's a
68.
different.
Okay.
That's a different kind of. Because then they got a bit of.
Yeah,
Josh,
no, they got that
So, yeah.
clout. There you go. Thank you for
right.
that,
There you
Justin.
go.
You're
Well,
welcome.
yeah.
Good segment.
I mean-
Good segment.
Did that actually happen?
Of course.
The Frenchy Show.
How did the band get its name?
I wish I had a more interesting story for you. Oh, I guess it's kind of interesting. So we were so this band, so RedHook.
You really downplay all
I'm
your
down.
stories.
Like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm not good. I'm not a comedian, man. I can't like. I don't have the skills to like set it
Just
up.
believe in your stories. Believe in them.
All right, so I'm going to tell you an incredible story right now about how RedHook got its name.
Okay, I'm listening.
So it's actually not that shit. I mean, look, I told you, I was in like this 80s inspired sort of semi-hair metal band. Our guitarist, he was a shredder, left, and then we were like, fuck, what do we do? And then we won this random competition to open for Motley Crue and Alice Cooper.
Wow.
And I was like, well,
We're finding this out now. That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah, that's a whole other thing. But I mean, we sucked, but like I assembled a ragtag group of musicians,
Yeah.
and then we basically found out 2 weeks before we played the show at an arena that we were doing it. We couldn't play the old songs, so we had this weird hybrid. It was like this weird hybrid, like what would soon become RedHook, and then my old 80s hair metal band. And we were like, well, we can't use the same name, so we have to come up with a new name. And we had 2 weeks to come up with a new name. And my drummer was just like, I don't know, he had a real boner for like horror. So he was just like, oh, I've been like listening to this story called The Horror at RedHook, and I feel like RedHook could be a really good name because you've got red hair. And I was like, done.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
And the
We're under
RedHook's
time
first
pressure.
gig was with Motley Crue. Motley Crue opened for
Technically,
you.
Yeah, Motley Crue opened for us.
That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Were they
Yeah.
still good? Oh, they kind of, nah.
Let's
So-
just say Alice Cooper was amazing.
Okay, I like that. Stay positive.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay positive.
I mean, I can fuck it. I can.
Was Vince
could
Neil
say-
bloated as shit?
They were.
That's a
That-
yes.
Okay, the difference between Motley Crue and Alice Cooper, like that experience of playing with them, like Alice Cooper and all of his bandmates were just fucking lords. They were so nice. They were
Yeah.
so sweet. When Motley Crue like came, all of them had like separate dressing rooms. None of them even spoke to each other or like looked at each other before the show. And then we got turfed. Like we had a dressing room. And then, I don't know, their TM or something came in and started yelling at us. He's like, why the fuck is the support band in here? We're like, we just got told to be in here. We're sorry. Like, and then they made everybody clear, like, no one could be outside their dressing rooms when Motley Crue walked onto the stage. You couldn't even look at them. You couldn't see them. It was like that kind of vibe.
Oh,
It's just
wow.
like, stop being such wankers, man.
Just fuckheads.
You know?
Motley Who, more like it.
Oh,
Fuck
oh my God,
Get
that
out
was
of
a
here.
good one.
Yeah, got him. Let him know.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Anyway.
good one to start a beef with.
Started off with Motley Crue.
Because you got to start
Yeah.
with someone who's done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, like,
And I
you
mean,
don't.
like, yeah, Tommy Lee, like,
Tommy Lee.
Not
You
even
know,
that.
just
Like,
because
just
you-
plays four on the floor. Not even a good drummer. Like, who gives
Is
a
he
shit?
not?
yeah,
Nah.
he can play four on the floor upside down, like
Yeah, well,
Who's
I
the
could if I was
best drummers
strapped
in the game at the moment?
in the game at the moment?
in the game.
Is
at
it?
the moment. Oh,
Because everyone.
what do you mean in the game
I
at
heard
the
it's
moment?
Colson the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, it's
Colson
Colson. Yeah,
the
it's
goat.
definitely Colson the goat.
Machine gun drummer.
I feel like fuck. I've got so many drummer mates. Everyone's frothing over Elu Casagrande and Slipknot right now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, there was this weird. Did you see the weird three-way drummer swap that happened?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
as
was
you mean like Slipknot, Sepultura, yeah,
literal musical chairs.
yes,
Slipknot,
yes.
Sepultura, and
then fucking he went-
Suicidal
A
Tendencies.
little
Yeah.
bit of put the keys in the bowl, see what band
It
you
was
end
a
up
Kinda
little
with.
was
bit
that,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. They all just like it was very incestuous.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Good to mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up. Yeah.
And then Slipknot got the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
drummer.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Or Sepultura. But I mean, to be fair, they're all fucking sick drummers.
Yeah, that's the. I don't know.
You don't
much
know what you're
about-
talking about,
Oh,
do you?
idea.
I've done pretty well.
That's
I've
fine.
done pretty
We can
well.
talk about Dua Lipa if you want, Frenchy.
I write my own songs, some of them.
Some of them.
No, what I do is I do some sort of.
How do you write songs?
I also, it's kind of like generally my songs are failed comedy skits.
Amazing.
So I was like, I've already done enough skits about Goon, maybe I can turn it into a song.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do some sort of disgusting voice note for Zach, who's my musician friend, or I'll play 4 chords on a guitar. You may know the chords.
Oh,
And do some sort of song to that, and then be like, turn that into a song, Zach. And he will.
It's amazing.
So really, it's all me.
It's really, yeah, you're giving them, it's like you're creating all the parts and then they're just being assembled for you.
How did you learn your singing? Did you have a singing teacher and stuff?
No, and it probably shows.
No, you're a great singer. What do you mean?
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't singing teachers ruin you? They're just like, because then you're just like singing like a nerd, but you sing like a rocker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like maybe I just had the wrong ones, but all the singing teachers that I ever had were just like, oh no, don't scream, that's bad. Like, you know, you shouldn't, why? Like, why do you need to sing like that? Why can't you just sing normally? And I was like, because I don't want to and it's lame.
Because I'm a fucking rock star. I'm Avril Lavigne, motherfuckers.
In my dreams.
Do you like Avril?
Dude, I'm fucking sick.
Yeah, sick,
She's
okay.
so good.
Okay, sick. I think we've almost had enough time here.
Yeah, wait, do you do like music live shows?
For the band?
Yeah.
We've done one festival before. We did, what was that one we did? Super Fun Day in Brisbane. It was
Yeah, Super Fun Day, yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We got the
Sick.
live set online. We fucking murdered. We did a cover of Skater Boy on it.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
All right, so you're an Avril Lavigne.
Well, I
Avril
couldn't
Lavigne fan
sing
too.
Skater Boy because it's not in my range. So Zach sung it, and I brought out a skateboard, and I just did like our ray gun style skateboarding tricks.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Which means I just jumped around and not land on the board because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not a
So
good
you
skater.
weren't kick flipping.
No, I'm not a good skater.
Okay,
No.
no.
The only gigs we do now is like flat fee or festivals. We're trying to get a few more of them.
All right. Are you saying that because you didn't want me to ask you if you like play a show with us or?
Oh, we'll play a show with you. Yeah.
Oh, you reckon? Do you
Yeah.
sick.
100%.
Dude, I wish I knew that. We're playing like this
100%.
random gig in the snow at Jindabyne in like 2 weeks.
100%. That's true.
Oh yeah, we do.
Or
that.
we'll
Oh,
do.
we have the
Well,
same
yeah,
booking agent.
let us on one of your
That's probably
shows.
how I ended up here.
Let us on one of your shows. That'll be
Yeah,
hilarious.
fuck yeah, dude.
No, I mean, I more meant like we used to try to do like a tour every now and then, but it was just too confusing with my stand-up.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
okay.
Doing ticketing and stuff. It was like, ugh, I'm already doing enough of that. So we just
Yeah.
we just fuck around once or twice a year. We'll do a gig.
Yeah.
And we're just releasing songs for fun.
Yeah, sick.
Well, we're in our Beatles era, you know, when they stopped doing live shows.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I'm too big right now.
The fans will go too crazy, John. But yeah, 100%.
Yeah, amazing.
We would love to do a show of you. Anything else you want to talk about before we go? New album we can't talk about yet, but
Well,
have a
let's
look
talk
on
about
Friday.
the new album that's being announced. We can't talk about that yet. We're going on tour. Come see us on tour if you're listening to this or watching this.
RedHook.
Frenchy's not going to be playing these shows, but
On tour, Australia or UK?
Yeah, Australia. Do you have fans in the UK? Of course you do. You're going there.
Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, we got fans everywhere.
You have fans everywhere.
Big fans.
Yeah, you're
Thanks to
right.
Crowbar for having us too. You can see
Crowbar!
on the drum kit behind us.
We love you, Trad.
The owners there. We actually did my shows here last week. Great place to do live performances.
Yeah, it's a girthy band room.
Girthy.
Mm.
Oh yeah, but girth's not everything. Do you know what I mean? Girth's not everything. Sometimes it's how you use it.
Well,
And the band's-
as a man with more dildos to his name than any other man I've ever met, you would be
Ask Justin.
the
Is
authority.
girth everything?
No.
The
no, it's
chickens don't
length.
think they are.
The chickens, yeah.
Exactly.
On that note, thank you for coming. What are the socials? Actually, we are RedHook. Something like
Just
that.
at We Are
Emmy,
RedHook on everything.
Or Emmy Mack.
At Emmy RedHook.
At Emmy RedHook or at We Are at RedHook if you want to follow them. Thank you.